Before you finish this sentence, cells in your body will repair DNA, replace damaged proteins, recycle worn-out parts, and remove cells that can no longer be trusted. Most of the time, you never notice. That is what makes aging so strange. Your body already knows how to maintain itself. It can close a wound, rebuild bone, replace blood cells, and correct countless molecular errors. So why does that same body gradually become harder to repair? The usual answer is that damage accumulates. And it does. But young bodies are damaged too. The deeper difference is not the arrival of damage. It is whether the body's maintenance systems can stay ahead of it. There is no tiny mechanic directing this work. Maintenance is distributed across molecules, cells, tissues, and the immune system. But we can understand it as 5 connected jobs. First, detect a problem. Then repair what can be saved. Remove what cannot be trusted. Replace what has been lost. And coordinate all of that with the rest of the body. When these jobs work well together, damage can appear and disappear without becoming disease. When they lose capacity or coordination, the unfinished work begins to pile up. That widening gap is one useful way to understand aging. Scientists describe 12 interconnected hallmarks of aging. They include damage to DNA, changes in the way genes are controlled, loss of protein quality, weakened cellular recycling, dysfunctional mitochondria, exhausted stem cells, persistent inflammation, and disrupted communication between cells. These are not 12 independent clocks. They are more like failures spreading through the same maintenance network. DNA is copied and repaired, but repair is never perfect. Proteins must fold into precise shapes, yet damaged proteins can escape quality control. Mitochondria wear down and are normally dismantled and recycled, but that cleanup can become less efficient. Chemical markers that help cells remember which genes to use can gradually drift. None of these changes alone explains every part of aging. Different tissues have different weak points. A neuron that may last a lifetime faces a different problem from a skin cell or a blood-forming stem cell that must keep producing replacements. There may not be one first domino. That is why the most famous aging explanation, telomeres, is important, but incomplete. Telomeres are protective structures at the ends of chromosomes. In many dividing cells, they become shorter over repeated cycles of copying. If they become critically short or damaged, the cell may stop dividing or destroy itself rather than risk copying unstable DNA. That is a genuine part of aging biology, but it is not a universal countdown clock. Telomeres behave differently among cell types. Some cells activate telomerase, an enzyme that rebuilds them. Other important cells divide rarely, and aging still involves protein damage, mitochondrial changes, inflammation, and many other processes that telomere length cannot explain. The body does not have one hourglass. It has many safeguards, and some of them create trade-offs. Consider cellular senescence. When a cell experiences dangerous stress or damage, it can enter a state in which it stops dividing. That can be protective. A cell that refuses to copy damaged DNA is less likely to seed a tumor. Temporary senescence can also help shape developing tissues and coordinate wound healing. It acts a little like a fire door closing around a problem. Ideally, the damaged cell signals for help, the immune system clears it, and the tissue moves on. But some senescent cells remain. They are not simply inactive. Depending on the cell and the trigger, they can release a changing mixture of inflammatory signals, growth factors, and enzymes that remodel the surrounding tissue. Scientists call this the senescence-associated secretory phenotype. Those signals can be useful for a short repair operation. If they persist, they can disturb neighboring cells and keep tissue in a state of unresolved alarm. The defense has outlived the emergency. Now the feedback loops begin. Damaged components can produce stress signals. Persistent senescent cells can add inflammatory signals. Chronic inflammation can interfere with mitochondrial function, cellular cleanup, and communication between tissues. At the same time, an aging immune system may become less effective at clearing dysfunctional cells. Stem cells face more demand to replace lost tissue, while their own function can decline. The environment around them becomes less supportive, so regeneration becomes harder just when it is needed more. Each problem can increase the load on the others. This does not mean inflammation is the single cause of aging, or that every person and every organ follows the same sequence. It means aging can become systemic because maintenance systems are connected. The body is not merely collecting broken parts. It is becoming less able to prevent one broken process from disrupting another. This also helps explain why chronological age and biological condition are not identical. Two people can have the same birthday while differing in muscle strength, immune function, cardiovascular health, and resilience after illness. Researchers use combinations of molecular and physiological signals to estimate biological age, but there is no single instrument that reveals one exact number hidden inside the body. What those measurements are trying to capture is not how many years a person has existed. It is how well their interacting systems are still maintaining stability, recovering from stress, and returning to normal. Why would evolution allow that? Because evolution does not design bodies for indefinite perfection. Natural selection is generally strongest on traits that improve survival and reproduction earlier in life, and it weakens across adulthood. That allows late-acting problems to persist. It also preserves traits that help early in life even when they carry costs later. Cellular senescence is one example. Stopping a damaged cell from dividing can suppress cancer and support repair. But if those cells accumulate and their signals persist, the same defense can contribute to tissue decline. Aging is not necessarily a program instructing the body to die. It can emerge from imperfect maintenance, evolutionary trade-offs, and biological systems operating far beyond the period in which their early benefits were most strongly selected. Other animals show that this balance can be adjusted. Naked mole rats are about the size of mice, yet they can live for more than 30 years. In a large captive data set, their risk of death did not show the familiar rise with age over the observed range. That does not make them immortal, and delayed aging may still be part of the explanation, but their biology is clearly unusual for a mammal of that size. Bowhead whales provide an even larger experiment. Some can exceed 200 years. Recent studies of their cells found unusually efficient and accurate repair of certain DNA breaks compared with cells from several other mammals. That repair is probably only one part of a much larger longevity strategy. Still, the comparison matters. Long life is not achieved by avoiding damage completely. It depends on how an organism detects, contains, repairs, and survives it. Can human aging be slowed by repairing the repair systems? In mice, removing some senescent cells has improved physical function and remaining survival in specific experiments. In humans, that does not yet amount to a proven treatment that makes the entire aging network young again. Senescent cells can be useful. Tissues differ, and changing one hallmark may affect several others. The more realistic goal is Healthspan, extending the years in which people remain healthy and functional, not simply adding time at the end of life. Aging may never reduce to one broken switch with one universal cure. It is a maintenance problem, a coordination problem, and a record of countless trade-offs that once kept us alive. Your body has not forgotten how to repair itself. It is performing an extraordinary job that becomes harder to keep ahead of. If you could strengthen one part of that system, repair, cleanup, replacement, or coordination, which would you choose? This is reasonable wonder. Big questions, clear science.